Most people think showing up to the gym is consistency, but if you show up every week and do the wrong things, that's not consistency. That's just repeating the same mistake 52 times. This video is about why you're seeing no results in the gym even though you've been consistent. I've been exactly where you are, and over 6 years of my experience, there are at least 8 reasons I can think for why this might be. I'm not gonna talk about normal common reasons like you're not eating enough protein or you're not training hard enough. If you've actually been consistent, you're already getting that right. The first reason might be you're progressing, but not really. You're getting stronger, but only on paper. More numbers does not automatically equal more hypertrophy. For example, while doing heavy barbell rows, you most likely end up using momentum, which means you move more weight, your ego grows, but your back thickness doesn't. Or in leg press, if your range of motion is only in the upper quarter, you surely do load 4 plates, but your quads never enter a deep stretch, which is more important for hypertrophy. You're only progressing with numbers, but in reality, your form is just borderline shit. If tension isn't biased in the lengthened range, or at least equal throughout the range of motion, your growth significantly drops. So start asking yourself, can I increase the range of motion? And if yes, am I really going through the full range of motion? And is this exercise loading the muscle where it's stretched, or am I just moving the weight? Once you answer these questions, you'll automatically know what to do. Second reason might be that you're training the muscle, but not the part that actually matters. You might be building muscle, just not the muscle that changes how you look in clothes. There's a slight difference. For example, you keep doing overhead presses for shoulders, but because it mainly targets the front delts, from the front, your shoulders don't really look wider. Or you mainly do flat bench presses for your chest, and your upper chest is mostly ignored. That's why your chest looks flat and it doesn't have that rounded look. You need to ask yourself, what muscle actually changes my outline in a t-shirt or trousers? For most guys, it's mainly upper chest, side delts, lat width, and quadriceps. So start biasing those. Do more exercises and sets for these muscles that actually make a bigger impact on how your physique looks. The third reason might be that stability is limiting your growth. If your nervous system is busy trying to not fall over, hypertrophy is difficult. Your stabilizers probably fail before your target muscle does. For example, in exercises like the Bulgarian split squats or free weight bench press or dumbbell overhead press, they all make you feel exhausted. But was your target muscle actually the limiting factor, or was it balance? Machines reduce stability demand. They let you push the target muscle much closer to failure. So start doing more machines instead of free weights. Boring, stable exercises often grow muscle faster. Now don't tell me you want to train your joints, that's why you're doing free weights. Decide what's your priority. Is it joint stability or looking better? Fourth reason can be that the load is not hitting the target muscle. Do you actually feel your chest on bench, or are your front delts and triceps taking over all the time? Do you really feel your lats on pull down, or do your biceps, forearms, and rear delts start dominating? If maximum tension isn't in the target muscle, that can be a big reason why you're not seeing progress. Slow down the eccentric, adjust your grip, and reduce the load slightly if needed to have a stricter form. The movement should stop because your target muscle gave up, not because your accessory muscles fatigued. The weight doesn't matter if the wrong tissue is taking it. You need to adjust your technique based on your own body. You cannot copy someone else's form. So I can't give you a perfect form for any exercise because everyone's anatomy is different. But what you can do is try out a bunch of different techniques for the same movement and stick with the one that gives you the best pump in the target muscle. If you follow this trick for every exercise, you'll then have your personalized technique that'll give you the best gains. Fifth reason can be that your recovery is fine but not good enough. You're not sleep deprived, you're not sick, you're not overtrained, but you're also not recovering optimally. And that over time really adds up and stagnates progress. It's only small things that blunt growth, like 6.5 hours of sleep instead of 8, chronic mild stress, underhydration, creatine plus low water intake, always slightly inflamed from poor food quality. It's nothing dramatic, just enough to reduce adaptation by 5 to 10%. But over a span of 6 months, that's the difference between visible progress and I look the same. The fix is really easy, bro. Just get more sleep, like 7.5 to 9 hours of sleep, 3 to 4 liters of water daily, manage your stress better, eat mostly whole foods. That's it. You don't need biohacking. You just need to do slightly better outside the gym. And you probably deep down already know what you're doing wrong. The next reason can be that your volume distribution is not intelligent. You're doing enough total volume, but you're distributing it equally, and equal distribution is lazy distribution. For example, you do 12 sets for chest, 12 sets for back, and 12 sets for shoulders. It looks balanced, but genetically, your shoulders might need 18 to 20 sets per week to grow. If your delts are a weak point and you train them the same as everything else, they will stay weak. Instead, you should identify your weak points, allocate more sets to them, and reduce the sets for body parts that grow easily. You need to learn to allocate volume smartly. This is called specialization. You basically replace the sets of muscles that are not a priority with the muscle that is a priority, because higher volume for any muscle when spread throughout the week generally gives more hypertrophy. So you need to ask yourself what's your priority and what's not your priority, then add and remove sets accordingly. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to make a full detailed video about it. The seventh reason can be that you're lean enough that your progress is slow. If you're around 12 to 14% body fat, muscle gain is very slow and visually almost invisible for months. When you're lean, gains show up as slightly fuller delts with better striations, slightly thicker chest with better numbers in the gym than the last few months, slightly wider back with better mind-muscle connection, and many more such small things. And this happens over months, not weeks. Also, lighting, pump, glycogen, everything plays a big role. Instagram physiques are super inflated, bro. You're comparing your flat, normal day body to someone else's peak hour lighting setup. Remember that. And the final eighth reason can be that you're comparing yourself to enhanced lifters. Your expectations might be shaped by people using supplements that don't really come from my protein, and you don't even realize it. These days, people take gear just to look natural. I know it sounds weird, but the game has got so dirty that for most people, just taking steroids and claiming natural while getting tons of brand sponsorships is actually worth it. Now, these enhanced lifters, they recover faster, grow faster, and stay lean while gaining faster. So this week, they might bench 100 kgs for 7 reps, and next week, they might do it for 9 reps. This makes you think even you can progress that fast. But if you're natural, your rate of progress is much slower. So stop using unrealistic standards as your benchmark. Track your own photos, track your own lifts, track your own measurements. Compete with yourself, not with anyone else. Consistency is the first most important step. The next step, if you want to keep seeing gains, is optimization. And if you want to fully optimize your current workout routine properly, I can personally help you do it. Just fill out the one-on-one consultation form in the description box below if you're actually serious about making progress in the gym. These were the 8 mistakes that kept killing my progress. Hope you found some value from everything we went over, and share it with a friend who you think may need it. Like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.